Hey everybody, this is Mark from markammay.com and welcome to the second video. Today I'm going to show you how to navigate through the control panel and install your website. Now let's go.
Perfect. Now that you guys have a web hosting plan and a domain name, we can now start to build our website. I want you to go to IX Web Hosting and let's go ahead and log into their customer login portal so that we can start managing our account. Mine is Calorie Muncher for my email address, and let's go ahead and I'm going to sign into my account, and this page should look familiar to you guys. Go ahead and click on hosting accounts, and that's what we're going to be clicking on most of the time whenever we want to go somewhere and manage something in the back end. And find this little penguin and click on manage underneath him. And on this page I want you to just focus on the easy apps collection button right here inside of the web server section. Click that, and that's going to take you to this where it is asking you to turn on easy app. Now basically what this means is once we click on this off and turn it to on, it's going to allow us to have a collection of apps that we could potentially install with just a couple of clicks. For example, if you wanted some e-commerce site or some other CMS portal, you can go ahead and install those with one button clicks. But today we only need to focus on WordPress. That's going to be our meat and potatoes. So let's go ahead and click that. I don't know why I just said meat and potatoes, but now that we clicked on WordPress here, let's click on install. Okay, here under domain, we're going to go ahead and open up the drop down and select caloriemuncher.com or whatever domain name that you just registered. Then we're going to look at path, and it says here /WordPress. Now this is just letting us know where we're going to be installing our website, and it's going to be inside of a subfolder called WordPress. For example, caloriemuncher.com/WordPress. Now keep in mind, this is only for us. This is just letting us know where we're putting our website so that we can isolate it in a subfolder and keep things a little bit cleaner on our website. But this doesn't mean that we have to tell our visitors to go to caloriemuncher.com/WordPress. I'm going to show you how to make it so that they only have to go to caloriemuncher.com. And then here it says admin. The default was admin, but let's go ahead and change it to something else. And I'm going to change mine to the munch. And go ahead and make up a password so that you can log in. And then confirm that password. And then under your email, go ahead and put any of your emails that you use. I'm going to go ahead and use my Gmail account at caloriemuncher@gmail.com. And then go ahead and click on I agree to be bound by the terms of usage of this script. Let's go ahead and submit query. Now, once we hit submit query, we're actually installing our website. And it's only a matter of a minute or two. So there you go. It says success adding new application. We can now access our website here at http://caloriemuncher.com/WordPress. Let's go ahead and click it. And bam, just like that, we have a website up. Now technically or literally we could start adding content. But before we get into details about that, I wanted to show you how to make it so that people didn't have to go to blah 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 blah.com/WordPress just to see your website. We can make it so that it's only .com, but currently if you go there, as you can see, it still says website under construction, and that's because we installed our website in a subfolder. So let's go ahead and jump back into our account and click on home right here, and then go ahead and click on FTP manager in the FTP section. Now, so just so you guys know, I'm going to be showing you how to copy and paste some code. And if you've never programmed or coded before, no problem. I'm going to show you step by step what to do, and it's not that hard. If you're worried or if you've never done it before and you're just wondering like, oh my gosh, I don't know what all this is, I'm going to show you exactly what to do, and it's not that much. So let's go ahead and click on login here. It says FTP file manager, web shell, and then login. So now it opens up a new tab or window, and you're going to see something similar to this. I want you to click on your domain name where it says caloriemuncher.com, and it has a little folder here. This is basically meaning that when we click this, we're going to be entering the folder or opening up this folder, which is our website. So now that I clicked it, we're literally in our website. These are the files to our website. This is the file structure. What I want to show you is go into WordPress, this folder. This is where we installed our actual website. So go ahead and click that, and you're going to be taken to something that looks like this. All you need to worry about is this file called index, and it says PHP. So go ahead and click this index, and we're going to open that. Well, actually, we're going to click that, and then we're going to go to the right here and click on edit. So when we click on edit, it's going to open up a new window, and we're looking at the file. We're looking at the code to our index PHP file of our WordPress. What you need to do is copy this. Copy everything, okay? So just copy it, Command C, Command C, and then go ahead and hit close. So we just copied it in our clipboard. And then from here, let's jump back a folder. So here it says ... That just means it's going to go back a folder. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we're back here to our website structure. We're out of the WordPress folder. Now here it says index, and then it says HTML. We're going to go ahead and click that. And then on the right side, we're going to click on edit, and we're going to edit this file as well. So now that you opened up your index HTML file of your root folder, I want you to select everything and delete, and go ahead and paste what you had in your clipboard. Now it says here loads the WordPress environment and template, and then underneath that it says require, and then it has the dot. After the dot, I want you to type /WordPress. That's all, /WordPress. So now it looks like this. And depending on what you renamed your folder, that's what you want to name it. I kept it WordPress. So make sure it says something like this, /WordPress. And then we're going to go ahead and click on save. We've just saved our file, our file, index.html. And now that it's saved, let's close this window where it says close. And then we're going to do one more thing, and we're going to go ahead and click on rename. We're going to rename the index.html file so that now we're going to make it index.php. And then we're going to go ahead and click on rename. So now that to make sure that we did rename it, we can go ahead and look here. It says index, and then it says PHP. So it looks like we did it correctly. Now, if we did it correctly and we go to our website, I'm going to go to caloriemuncher.com. You should now see your website. There you go. So now we have successfully installed WordPress, and we put it in a subfolder, but then we also modified the code a little bit so that we can make it show up on our root folder of our domain name, which is just caloriemuncher.com instead of /WordPress. So now we can just direct people to this. Now we're going to want to do a few more steps, and let's go ahead and log in. So to actually log in, we're going to need to go to /WordPress, whatever folder you renamed it, and then /wp-admin. This is going to be our login area. It's always going to be your website.com/ and then whatever subfolder you named it. Mine's WordPress /wp-admin. So I'm going to hit enter or return, and here's our login. Now remember what your username was. Go ahead and type that. I think mine was the Munch, and then type in your password. Okay, and then go ahead and log in. Bam, we are now logged into our WordPress website. So the other thing that we want to do is go ahead and go to settings. So click settings. So under site address URL, go ahead and take off the word WordPress. So now it's just your domain name. For the WordPress address URL, keep it as it is. That's our actual WordPress login. But for the site address, this is just letting us know, or letting WordPress know, that we want visitors to just go to our website, not the /WordPress. And then we're going to go ahead and click on Save Changes. Awesome. Now that we clicked on Save Changes, we've done all of the necessary steps to literally get our website up and ready to have content added to it. Now, the last thing that I wanted to show you before we end this video is I want you to go ahead and click here where it says, please update now. WordPress, whatever it is available. Please update now. And just click this. And this is how simple it is to update your website whenever there's a new update by WordPress. And then now click on Update Now, this button right here. And it's going to automatically update your WordPress. So go ahead and log back in. It says you have successfully updated WordPress. So anyways, before we end this video, I'm going to go ahead and go through the menu section here just so that you can already start messing around with your website. In the next video though, I'm going to actually show you how to customize your layout as well as get more in depth on how to use certain plugins, how to customize it even further, and how to really design your website to make it how you want it to be. But for now, before we go, let me go ahead and show you the basics, or the basic navigation of WordPress. So over here on the left side, we have our dashboard. If you click that, it's going to take us to the dashboard. And this dashboard is basically going to be your hub where you're going to just see an overview of everything. For example, you're going to see how many posts you've written, how many comments. And then under here, it says post. And this is where we manage our posts that we create for our blog or website. And then here it says media. This is really where we're just going to be uploading all of our media files. And then pages. This is where we're going to be adding pages. For instance, our About Us page, our contact page, and any other important pages that you might need. And then under here, it's called appearance. This is where we're going to be changing all of the styles and the look and feel of our website. Then here where it says plugins, this is where we can install certain plugins to enhance our website. And the users here is where you can add multiple users. Currently, you just have your user, your master administrator. And if, let's say that you have someone else logging into your website, you can add them as a user here as well. And then we have finally settings. Now the settings is where you're going to be working on your settings. So let's go ahead and look at the general. Now here, you can go ahead and change your site title. Mine's just blog. So let's go ahead and change mine to calorie. Here we go. I already have something up. Calorie muncher, and then I put eating calories like what? And then the tagline, whatever you want this to be. Did I start typing something already? Yeah. So calories all the way. That's my tagline. Write whatever tagline you want. And then go ahead, and that's all you need to know here so far. You can mess around with this, but make sure you hit Save Changes when you're done, and then permalinks. I'll just show you how to do permalinks right now. Now what I like to do is click on post name. I like my web posts to be my domain name / the post name. For example, caloriemuncher.com/weight loss. You don't want to keep it on default where it says $P = 1 2 3. You don't want to use that. So I would either recommend using the post name, or you could even add a custom structure. For example, if you wanted it to be your category and then your post name. But I'm going to keep mine on post name because I like it clean like that. Anyways, go ahead and click Save Changes, and that's the end of the second video tutorial of a series of videos. So just to let you guys know, I'm looking forward to making the next video where we're going to be able to customize our website more and really dig deep into the style and the look and feel. So hope to see you guys again. Peace.
I'm so glad you guys made it to the end of the second video. This is super exciting and you guys are great. You now have something tangible to work with. And from here on out, it's gonna be more of the fun stuff where we're customizing the look and feel of your website, the style of it. So stay tuned for the next video. I'm so proud of you guys. Peace out.